Hi, I'm Jason Henson with your Stories of Victory. I'm excited for you to hear from Charlie as he shares about his life.
When I was young, 5 years old, I lost my mom, and I remember the day I lost her, and we went into foster care. And that's where I ended up spending the next 18 years. And there was a brief period of adoption that ended. It was heartbreaking. Always wanted a family, and so I found a girl, and we went to Colorado together and had a baby, and life kind of fell apart. We smoked some pot, and we saw nothing wrong with it. We drank a little bit and didn't see anything wrong with that until we started going to jail, and she ended up losing the kids, and it was, I had to see the cycle repeat all over again from my life into their life. In prison, going on 2 years, and I have a home plan set already. I'm gonna go to Kansas, where I'm from, where my mom lives, where my kids are at. I'm gonna go to Kansas and just try again. I'm gonna try again. And I was about a month from getting out, and this idea hit me. Charlie, if you go back to Kansas, you're gonna end up right back in prison. And what's the point in why ever even get out if you're just gonna keep coming back? I had to do something different. Looking for another place I could have ended up in prison for another 4 or 5 months until somewhere got approved. And it was fine. God clearly spoke to me, and I just needed something different, a shot, give myself a chance. And looking through this list of home plans, possible home plans, big list, a sheet of paper, all from top to bottom, like 10-point font. Bottom of the list is Victory Mission. It's in alphabetical order. Victory Mission at the bottom, and it says Restoration Program. And that word restoration captivated me, and I felt like restoration is exactly what I needed in my life. Because to restore something means it becomes like new. It becomes like new. It comes back to its original intention and purpose, and it looks like it was never, ever even broken in the first place. I firmly believe God calls people here. I believe God drug my eyes all the way to the bottom of the list and made them rest on there. I believe He made restoration stand out, that word stand out to me, and like it was for me. This all worked out for me, and I have no doubt about it. I got stuck in Kansas City, missed my bus, ended up sleeping there. And then I got there, and of course I missed my ride because they had transportation set up for me, but I had missed my bus, so they thought I was skipping out on the program. I ended up walking from Greyhound. On the way, found a bag of meth on the ground. I've never found meth on the ground when I was in my addiction. Never once. I found meth on the ground on my way to this program, and I was like, no, I'm not touching it. I gotta go. I'm so close, I gotta go. And so I walked through these doors, and I'm immediately welcomed with open arms by this brotherhood and fellowship, and all these people that just seem so genuine. Like something's real here. Something's different. Something's like I just knew this was planned out. This was perfect for me and where I was going. And that moment that I listened to God when He told me don't go home, everything started being able to line up for me from that point on. It was just a matter of listening. I think there's a lot of educational benchmarks that I wanted to take when I got here. I wanted to go to college for the first time in my life, and so I'm on my way to get my bachelor's in behavioral science. So I'm at OTC right now. I just got done with my first semester, all A's. I can't believe it. And then I went and got my peer support specialist certificate. I think it's God's ordination. I think it's how He's naturally progressed my life, and from where I was a year and 2 months ago. I think after becoming a residential supervisor, and then an intern, and then a restoration apprentice, and then graduating and becoming a chaplain's apprentice, Victory Mission's seen a lot in me, so much in me that I never saw for myself. When you're in that imprisoned mindset, when you're just stuck in that, it's a hopeless place to be. It just becomes your identity. But then Jesus comes along, and He puts people in your life, and He reveals things to your heart, and He puts you in situations, and all these things, they add up together, that you start to realize that you have an identity, one you've always had, but you just didn't realize because you didn't have anybody there to listen to. I'm always loved, always have been, completely loved. I'm as valuable as anybody, and extraordinarily valuable to God. And I think God's raising up an army from people like me who were in that victim mindset, and He's pulled them out because He needs more people in the world to help pull more people out. Man, I once was lost, but now I'm found. I'm living this victorious life, and it's gone places that I never in my wildest dreams could have imagined. And I'm a man who has experienced complete restoration in my life. It has nothing to do with the people in my life, the people I love. It has nothing to do even with my job. It has very little to do with having my kids back in my life, which I do, praise God, or building relationships with my mom, or my kids' mom, who now has the kids back, and all these miracles and amazing things are only blessings. All these blessings flow from it. But as good as those are, I'm a man who loves Jesus and knows that none of this could have happened without him. Jesus has taken my heart, and he's run away with it, and I can't get it back, and I don't want it back. And there's nothing I would trade for that. There's nothing I would give anything for it. And I think that kind of willful surrender is exactly the reason he keeps giving me more and more and more.